Hello everyone, welcome back to Learning Wise, and I'm your host Kamlesh Sharma. Today is the part 3 of HTML series for class 6 and 7. And in this video we are going to learn how to add title in web page, how to enter the content in web page. We will also discuss about these four tags, which are BR tag, paragraph tag and its attributes, heading tag and its attributes, and finally we will discuss about the body tag and its attributes. I hope you are going to enjoy this video. Now let me quickly take you to the laptop screen. First of all, let me open the notepad file. Here we go. And let us write down the basic structure of the HTML file. HTML head, then title. Today we are going to learn how to give title. So I am giving a title like my first web page, and I'm ending the title. In the next line I'm ending the head tag also. Now I'm putting body tag and I'm closing the body tag followed by closing the HTML tag. I have not given any content here in the body tag because I want to first save the file and show you the output. Let's click on save file. Let's click on file and select the save as option, and I'll save this file over the desktop. First demo.html. Okay, so this is the file. Okay, so as you can see, the title has come here, my first web page. Okay, and this area is all white, reason being there is nothing mentioned in the body tag. Okay, if I change, let's say I'm putting hashtag here. Okay, and let me save this work and let us refresh. Okay, now the idea is whatever changes you are going to make on your notepad, you have to save those changes. Okay, and how will you save those changes? You can either go to file and select the save, or alternatively you can press Ctrl S. I prefer to use keyboard and I will suggest you to do the same as well. Now using Alt tab, we are shifting over to our web page. This is our web page, and any new change which has been saved by you will come over the web page only when you refresh your web page. So either you can click on this particular refresh button, or you can press F5. Now see, I have whatever changes I made to my title, they have come here. All right, now let us again press Alt tab, and this time I want to put something in the body. Okay, so that the content appears to you. Let me write hello everyone, and now since we have edited, so we are going to press Ctrl S. You can see there is a small asterisk. Okay, in the beginning here, right? If you can notice here, this asterisk tells you that there are certain content which are unsaved, and as soon as you press Ctrl S, this asterisk is going to disappear. Just notice here. I hope you have noticed this. Now the asterisk is no more coming here. That means the work has been saved. Alt tab, let's go to our web page and press F5 to refresh. Now as you can see, the content has come. As I told you in my previous lectures also, this white area is the body area of the web page, and whatever changes you are going to do in the body area, they are going to be depicted here. All right, now let us try doing something else. Now friends, let's see how we can have the new line, okay, over our web page. Okay, as I told you earlier, every effect has to be achieved with the help of tag in HTML. So if I press enter key here and write down a line, let's say welcome to my channel learning wise, and let me make this L capital. Okay, and when I save this, although I have used one enter key here, let me use more than one enter key to show you the effect. Let me go to my web page and use the refresh key, but you'll notice that everything is coming on one single line. Reason being, I have not used the tag for the enter key. Okay, I mean I need to use a tag for having the line break instead of pressing enter key. Okay, and that tag for line break is written as BR. Okay, so whatever you will write after this BR tag, it will follow in the next line, right? I can even write this in one single line. Okay, and now if you notice, this is one single line here in my notepad, but wherever I have put my BR, the content after the BR will come in the next line. Let's save this work and let us come to our web page to see the output by pressing F5. Now I hope you would have understood how we can come to the next line. Okay, now suppose I want to replicate the effect. I want to have more than one line break. I can copy this and paste it, right? So as many times as you want the line break, you can have this tag inserted in your notepad file. Save the work, go to your web page and refresh. I hope you have understood. Another thing to notice here is this BR tag is an empty tag. Now, what does that mean? I told you this in the very first video. There are two types of tags in HTML. One is the container tag, which needs to be open as well as closed. Like as you can see, HTML is open and HTML is closed. Head is open as well as closed. Similarly, title as well as the body tag. Right, but this BR tag is not a container tag, it is an empty tag. Now empty means it is only open but no need to close it. Right, so I have just used the BR without any forward slash. I mean I have not closed it anywhere. Okay, so remember this thing. Now, what next? Suppose I want to have headings over my web page. Okay, so for that, I have a very interesting, concept here. HTML gives us 6 different varieties of headings. Predefined headings are there in HTML, and there are total 6 headings. Okay, now how do they differ from each other? They differ in terms of size. Okay, so let us quickly check out the heading right away. I'm using another BR tag so that whatever I write later on, it will come in the next line. Okay, I am writing the name of my channel. Let's say I'm writing learning wise. Okay, now if I want to make it a heading, I have to keep it in the H tag. Now this H tag is followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. Okay, depending upon the size of heading which you want. Okay, don't worry if you don't understand it. I am going to use all the 6 types of headings right in front of you so that you can understand the concept easily. Now, if you notice, I've used H1. Okay, then I wrote my content here, and right after my content I have closed my H1 tag. Okay, so the concept is absolutely simple. Whatever you want to keep in the heading, just enclose it within the H tag, H1 or uh, HN. We call it HN, and this N can vary from 1 to 6. Okay, now what I'm doing is I'm selecting this line. I'm copying this with Control C and I'm pasting it for 5 more times. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is 6. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to change the numeric value so that you can see the difference in the in all these headings. Okay, so one, just give me a moment, and as soon as I'll save this work, you'll see the difference. Okay, now the last one is left, h6 and end h6. Okay, now you can have a look what I have done here. Okay, I have only used the different numeric value range from 1 to 6. I'm saving my work, and thereafter I'm going to my web page, and let us refresh. Okay, now as you can see, I have got, different types of heading, different sizes of headings are available right in front of you. H1 being the biggest, while H6 is the smallest. Okay, I hope you would have understood this concept clearly. Another thing to notice is while you are mentioning while you are mentioning the heading tag, no need to write down break tag because the heading will automatically come in the next line. Okay, as you can see, I simply use the H tags, okay, H and tags, but I did not mention any break tag here. Still, every heading came in a separate line because it is the heading, it is not the normal text. Okay, I hope I have made the concept clear to you. Now, what if I want to have a paragraph over my web page? Okay, so for having one paragraph, one stanza, we have one tag called p tag. Okay, so let's say I'm writing p tag here. Okay, and after that you can write the entire paragraph which you want to write, and then close the p tag because p tag is a container tag. Okay, now instead of wasting time in writing the entire paragraph, I'm just copying it from my Word document and I'm pasting it here. Okay, I am going to use enter key so that you can understand that I have written quite a good amount of lines here. Now once you are done with your entire paragraph, use end p to close your paragraph tag, save your work, and then go to the web page and refresh. Now if you notice, an entire paragraph has come here. Okay, now another thing which you need to understand is we have got this p tag, and this p tag has got one attribute also. Now the question arises, what are attributes? See, in HTML we have two concepts. One is the tags, another is the attributes. Majority of the tags have got the attributes associated to them. Now what are attributes? Okay, so attributes are the qualities of the tags. Okay, tags are the instructions given to the browser, okay, so that it can understand exactly how to arrange the text and how to arrange the graphics over the web page, while the attributes are the features of each and every tag in HTML. Okay, another point to notice is not every tag has got the attribute. Okay, remember this thing. Another point to notice is we are not, it is not mandatory to use every attribute of the tag, okay, which is mentioned in HTML. We can use the attributes as per our own requirement, but they are not mandatory. Okay. Now, as I was saying that not every tag has got the attribute, you can look here, this BR tag. BR tag is an empty tag, as well as this tag has no attribute associated with it. Okay. Now, coming to our paragraph tag has got one attribute, and that attribute is align attribute. ALIGN. Okay, align means to adjust the or to align the content. Okay, now let us see how to write this attribute. After writing P, put one space, then write down align equals to double quotes. Okay, and there are three values associated with this attribute, either left, right, or center. Okay, now remember, by default paragraph is aligned towards the left hand side in HTML, Not only in HTML but everywhere, by default the paragraphs are aligned towards the left hand side. But if we want to change its alignment, we can choose the right alignment or the center alignment as per our need. Okay, now let's say I want to align this paragraph towards the right hand side. So I will write down RIGHT, right, in the double quotation marks. Okay, as you can notice here, right, and no change in the end P. Okay, when we are closing the P tag, we don't need to mention any attribute again. Okay, simply write down front slash and P. Now save this, go to the web page, and now see, right now it is to this paragraph is towards the left hand side. Now it is going to come towards the right side when I will press F5. Now as you can see, it has come towards the right hand side. Okay, now let us come back to our notepad file, and this time let us try to change its alignment to center. Okay, another thing to notice here is HTML follows American English and the spelling of center is CENTER instead of CENTRE. Okay, so take care of the spellings. Save your work, go to the web page and refresh. Now notice the change in the alignment after refresh. Okay, now I'm refreshing. Now I hope you would have seen how the alignments are changing with respect to the attribute given in this P tag. Now let us go and check out the attributes of the body tag. Okay, we have got this body tag as you can see here, and body tag has got three very important attributes as per the course of class 6th and 7th. We have got the attribute called BG color. Then we have got the attribute named background, and the third one is text. Okay, so let us try them one by one. Let us come to the body tag and give one space here and then write down BG color. Do look here that the spelling of color is COLOR rather than COLOUR. So kindly be careful about it. After that, give an equal to sign followed by double quotation marks, and then you can give the color of your choice. We will also discuss about the hexadecimal format for color, but in the upcoming videos. Okay, so here I have seen BG color. I have written BG color. Let us save it and let us go back to the web page and let us refresh it. Now as you can see, the yellow background color has come. Okay, so this is how the body BG color works. Then the next attribute is text attribute. Remember that we can give more than one attributes together in a tag by giving spaces. Okay, so after this double quotation marks, we have to give one space and then we can write down text equals to. Here text signifies the color of the text. Okay, BG color means the background color of the body, or we can say the background color of the web page, while the text attribute of body represents the text color for the entire web page. Don't worry, there is another tag related to changing the color of the text, which we will be doing in the upcoming tutorials. Put an equal to sign and then write down double quotation marks, and then you can mention any color of your choice. For example, I have written blue color. I'm saving this and then I'm going to my web page and refreshing. When I will refresh, all the text will have the blue color. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, I hope you would have seen the difference. Okay, now this is how the BG color and text works. Now I told you about one more attribute, which is the background. Okay, now here you need to understand only one out of the two attributes are going to work together. Either BG color will work or the background will work. Okay, now BG color, as I told you, it refers to the background color. But background, the attribute background deals with the background image. Okay. See, in many of the situations, we don't want the background color. Like here we have got the yellow color. Many a time situation may arise that we want a background image rather than a background color. So in that scenario, we would use the attribute background rather than the attribute BG color. Okay, but remember, the twist is we have to use one at a time only. Either the background will work or the BG color will work. Okay, so since we have seen the usage of BG color, now let me delete it, and this time I'm writing background. Okay, and then I'm putting an equal to sign followed by double quotation marks. And in these double quotation marks, we are going to write down the entire path of my image file. Okay, so I'm going to my desktop. I have this flower image here. You have to right click this particular file. When we right click this, it will show the properties of this image file. And in the properties, we have to go and check out two things. First is the name of the file, okay, the entire path or name, right? See, when it is on the desktop, we need not copy the entire path. See, there is a small trick which you need to remember. A small twist is there. When the HTML file, when the notepad file and the image file are on the same location, you need not copy the entire path. Okay, in my case, my file, my notepad file is on the desktop as well as my image file is also on the desktop. So I need not copy the entire path, which is the C users case desktop. Okay, so I can simply straight away copy the path, okay, by selecting it and right clicking and clicking on copy. Once you have copied this, you can come to your notepad file again and using Control V, you can paste it. After that, just go back there again and check out the format, the kind of file it is. It is .jpg file. I'm clicking OK and I'll write here the extension .jpg. Alright. So let us check out this once again. Body space background is equals to, within double quotation marks, you have to write down the entire path of your file, the file name as well as its extension. Okay, and I told you that when the notepad file as well as the image file are in the same folder or in the same location, you need not copy the entire path. Okay, so now once you are done with this much of work, save your file, go back to your web page and refresh it. Okay, now I hope this flower image is visible. Okay, so this is how you can have the background on your web page. All right, so that's it in this particular video. I hope you would have enjoyed the video and you would have understood all the concepts explained by me. Thank you so much for watching Learning Wise. Thanks a lot.